Okay, hey, we're back again. Coon Prairie Ramblers, that is. You know, we got the Lookster, we got the KC, we got the Mailman. We got anything else?
I don't know.
Well, we got the Yeti, the last behind the glass, and we got a lot of malarkey going on.
Yeah, we were talking about jobs, good jobs that we liked, and we would be remiss if we didn't talk about bad jobs we had or jobs we liked not as much.
So, you know,
you had some
we
bad
never.
ones?
Do you mind if we digress?
Let's do it.
Let's do
Can
it.
we digress?
Show us how
I
to
never
do it.
really finished talking about my jobs I loved.
The ones you loved?
Loved.
You was just a policeman and you was a cowboy.
And I love both of those jobs.
Oh, and you sold clothing.
Haberdasher. Boy, that wasn't really a living.
Okay.
That was just a high school
Yeah.
thing. But
Tell us about the love.
I mean, you know, I hear about people that have jobs that hate, you know, I got to go to work today, and I just hate to go. I look forward to it. I mean, either one of those jobs, you never knew what you faced. You know, I mean, it wasn't like static. It wasn't like, oh, I got to go put tops on bottles.
Work
all
an
day
assembly
long.
line kind of thing. Same thing.
It was
over and over.
constantly changing. It was very dynamic. And
Yeah, anything could happen.
You
Anything
never
could
knew
happen
what
in that
would
line.
happen. And
Either one of them, really.
They were exciting jobs. They were fun jobs. And both of them were the kind of jobs that a lot of little kids
Wanted to grow up to be. I want to be a cowboy,
I want
policeman,
to be a
fireman.
cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved them. And I'll never forget the day that I walked away from the police department.
Shane, come back, Shane.
I cried. I mean, I did. I was walking across the parking lot, and I wasn't bawling like a baby, but I mean, I had tears.
It's a different feeling.
It is.
It's a finality, a feeling of finality. You know, you're not dying or whatever, but it's just like a part of your life just been severed.
Yeah, that's exactly like, oh, wow. It's like part of your identity has been taken away from you. Like, that's who I was.
That's right.
And all of a sudden, I'm not who I was.
Right, and it had nothing to do with being in control or having power or whatever. It's just where you belong there for this period of your time, and you contributed and you made a difference, and all of a sudden, I got to go home now. It's like playing football. You're the big star of the football game, and you're on the bench. All of a sudden, they're out there losing, and you can't be out there helping them.
Yeah,
that's kind of like that.
I missed it. So, but anyhow, I'm finished. I'm finished.
What was the worst part of all that? Since we're in the other segment now.
Well, the worst thing was
dead airspace.
Being
delivering bad news.
Delivering the bad news,
yeah,
and serving papers on people that didn't know they were coming.
Ooh,
civil service.
You know, like those kind of surprises.
Like you know, I've had to deliver divorce papers.
Yeah, guess what? Your wife
and the people when you serve it to them, when they last parted with their loved one, they thought everything was hunky dory.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, here I am standing there with a thing that says,
"I got good news and bad news." No, wait, I'm sorry, it's all bad news.
Yeah, all of a sudden you got a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And it's telling them that they got to appear in court because their wife or their husband wants a divorce, and they had no idea it was coming. And I'm gonna tell you what, that's a shocker.
A lot of reactions.
Oh gosh, I mean, I have people say, "I'm not taking it." I say, "You know, I'm sorry, but you're served."
That's right.
I said, "I'm not gonna take it." I said, "Well, you can. I'm gonna hand it to you. You can drop it on the ground if you want to."
And being in a small town, you're going to know them. Know their family.
You do in their situation.
So you hang out and talk to them for a few minutes, try to console them, or just say, throw it on the front porch and run away.
Yeah, no, you talk to them, say, "Listen, I'm sorry, and you know, I'm just
doing my duty. Don't kill the messenger."
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with this. I'm not on any side, but I've got to serve you with these papers. And they said, "Well, I'm not taking them." I said, "Well, you don't have to take them. I have to go back and fill out a form that says I gave you these papers."
They don't. Do they have to sign for it?
No, it's your word that I gave you that paper.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe they do now, but we didn't. We signed a piece of paper saying I served you on this date. And some people just said, "Well, it's like I was talking about earlier about avoiding things." Sometimes they think, "Well, if I don't take it, it didn't happen," you know. But
that's going into denial.
And the other thing is, like you said, was delivering a death message. And some of them are a lot worse than others.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, when you deliver a death message that your 85-year-old grandma died, that's not a shock.
To be expected.
Yeah. But when you tell somebody that a child
died or somebody got killed in a wreck or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. There's one woman the young girl. I can never forget this one that was drowned up on the river up in Brownville, and I mean the reaction of her parents was just
Oh my goodness,
horrendous. I mean, and you can't help but feel for them. And
your heart goes out to them.
Yeah,
and
nothing you can do about it.
No, you deliver the news and tell them you're sorry, give them a hug maybe, and walk away.
Yeah, you see them go through those 5 stages sometimes in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Anger, denial,
But
bargaining.
It goes with it, though. It's part of the territory. Well, I'll make mine brief. My worst part of my job was when I worked in the state hospital. Probably would be in the water and wastewater department.
Oh boy!
Because you know what you're getting into literally when you're in the wastewater. That's the nasty stuff, and you can't work around that and tear pumps apart or fix leaks or unplug things without getting splattered from time to time and go home with freckles if you're not careful. You gotta make sure you wash up good. But one thing that cures you is chewing your fingernails.
Yeah,
that was one of the good aspects. If there's a good news and bad news thing like that. But one thing that made me, I worked in the plumbing shop before I got into the water and wastewater, and one bad experience there. I'm working on a toilet on one of the wards out there at a mental hospital in a male ward, and I'm laying on my back on the floor. The bathroom ain't the cleanest in the world, and I'm doing something with the toilet there or whatever. And you're in stalls or side by side. And I'm laying on the floor in there working on this toilet, and this guy comes into the next stall. And he's standing up. He's doing his number one there, and he's not a very good shot. It's splattering and wet. I mean, I got nowhere I can go. That's a true story. And I said to myself, "There's got to be something better to do besides this."
Can you transfer me, please?
Yeah. That's right. Check, please. I'm out of here. But yeah, that's about my worst. All right, Mel, man, give us one.
Well, I was a juvenile probation officer one time, and. On one hand, I liked the job. On the other hand, I hated the job. Mm-hmm. So some of the jobs I had were love-hate.
Oh yeah.
In some ways, they were a lot of fun, and then all of a sudden, a turn of events, and there's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, and people are upset. A lot of the court's upset, or something went haywire. And also, at one time, I used to license the foster homes in the county. It was the same thing. It was the type of job I was like, I think I could do this until I'm 70. Then all of a sudden, the next day, I'm thinking, I got to get out of here. This is crazy.
Really?
It would go back
from
and
case
forth.
to case. It would just, oh wow,
everything would be fine, and then
that's like a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, it was.
Ride.
And when I finally came
to your senses,
was kind of forced out of the job.
Wake up, Mel boy.
I was heartbroken, but then I was awfully relieved. Yeah.
Well, I'll bet.
Yeah,
because a lot of anxiety with that. Mm-hmm. You go to bed thinking about it, wake up thinking about it.
Yeah,
so you were conflicted.
Yeah, conflicted. Yeah,
not afflicted.
Yeah. There were some Monday mornings I was thinking, oh, okay, I'm on the way to work. Yeah, everything's going to go good. There's some Monday mornings like you're thinking about it Sunday evening, and you don't want it Monday morning to come.
There goes part of your weekend ruined by that, something like that.
And a lot of times it had to do with abuse or something. Somebody did something. And now I got to deal with it. Mm-hmm. I got to fix it or something, or not fix it, but help people get through it. Especially foster parents and stuff like that.
It's part of the job. You got to. It's like what Casey had to do with his police work. It's not all fun and games, and you got to wade in on something, a situation, and fight somebody or shoot or get shot at or whatever. But
there was some bad situations that were enjoyable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
gave you good stories to tell. Anyway,
I for some reason loved high-speed chases.
Oh,
sure. It's like being on TV in the movies.
I dearly loved it. I mean, I was almost flipping that light switch saying,
Starsky and Hutch.
You say, Steve McQueen, look at me.
That's right.
I was hoping it'd run. I'd make my day.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, somehow I ended up in a lot of them.
Well, we got to run on out of here, y'all. One more time. We'll be back with the F-bomb shortly, so y'all go to the bathroom, but hurry on back.
If you got to.
Don't splash on the
hurry back.